Good morning. Today is Thursday, April the 26th. I hope everyone's having a blessed one. I guess I want to start with talking a little bit about an important transit that everyone may be feeling, which is Mars and Pluto that were conjunct yesterday, but today is where they're reaching their peak and their climax of their conjunction. Just to clarify, conjunction just means when two planets essentially come together. So you would say, in a natal chart right now, or any astrological chart, Mars and Pluto are right on top of each other. So I hope that explains, in case I was not clear about that before. So that powerful, that active transformation that I was talking about yesterday, or if not a couple days ago, today is where we're gonna feel, its peak. I feel today, maybe tomorrow, but I really feel today, and I kind of show you the cards, explain why I feel that way. So, excuse me. So for the positives, or I don't even like to say positives because it's all really positive, but the most apparent positive energy that we see today is the Ace of Wands and the Queen of Wands. So fiery energy, creative energy, passionate energy. Very much with that Ace of Wands here, you see they've not only got the fire, but they've got the materials. They've got it all to be able to create what they want, create the world that they want, whatever it is that they are desiring. They've got it. And with the Queen of Wands, I imagine that this is us today. Like, we're standing in our power. We're feeling the power that we have. We're calm about it. We've got the fire. Like it's lit within us. As far as the challenging aspects, which they're challenging, but I don't even want to see them as necessarily challenging, but more as growth energy, because this is very, very powerful energy, and not only powerful, but I don't like the word fateful, but divine. That's the word for it, divine energy. So we have 3 Arcana cards for the challenging energy. So we have the Hanging Dragon, or the Hanging Man. We have Death. And we have the Wheel of Fortune. So, and these are all very much related. These are all about change. Not just change, but surrendering to the change. Like, that this change is inevitable. Like, this has to happen. This death that you're feeling is necessary. Necessary to take you on that path that you are not only wanting to, but like, your soul needs to be on. That's the feeling that I get. Like, not only I'm sorry, I'm shuffling these cards like all around, but it's just like I love these 3 cards. I really do. I love these 3. It's my favorite. I mean, as a Scorpio ruling person, like, I'm pretty much ruled by Pluto and Scorpio in my chart. Like, these are my cards. I love this. So I got sidetracked. Let me focus. So let's focus more on the Hanging Dragon and the Death a little bit. First that I drew was the Hanging Dragon. So always, I think I pulled this yesterday and maybe a few days ago. But surrendering to this process, surrendering. You're going to cause yourself more pain if you, stiffen up, you try and fight it, or you try and think that you've got the way to get out of the quote-unquote tree of your life, or, whatever it is that has to be released from your life. But you kind of just have to let it go, y'all. And trust me, I know so well. It's been so rough. Like, as a Pluto dominant person, this Pluto retrograde, I felt it as soon as it went into retrograde. So I definitely know what you guys are feeling, but surrender to the process. This is a card of Neptune. If you see in the corner, Neptune is in Pisces. So, surrendering, like, it may not seem, right sometimes. Sometimes, like, what's falling apart can seem like, oh, it's all you ever wanted, or it can seem like, the way that you think things are supposed to look. You gotta kind of surrender that. With the three, I always see a three of anything as a trinity, as, you know, mind, body, and soul being, in unison, being in harmony. So it really feels like, a coming together. You see the three there, but there's also the three crowns there as well. And also the waiting for the sun. Knowing right now is a kind of like the dark night of the soul, but that bright sun, the light at the end of the tunnel is coming. Not only is it coming, but you see it. So you just kind of have to wait for it. That's the feeling I get there with the Hanging Dragon. And of course with the death, like, this is transformation. You're changing. You're in chrysalis stage almost with that egg down there. And I really kind of like with the Wheel of Fortune. If you can see, it has the Jupiter sign at the bottom. This, a sign of Jupiter and Scorpio. So it's funny that Jupiter is in Scorpio, which I feel like with that trining, I believe that is currently trining. Yes, trining the Pluto-Mars conjunction right now. So it's activating all of that, pulling out that depth within you, and pulling it out, the things that no longer serve you, because it's got to go and it's got to change. Like, it has to get where you want to go and to get where your soul's wanting to go. It's got to, a death has got to come. And not only that with the Wheel of Fortune, but I also feel turning of the tables, turning of the karmic tables, reaping what was sown. Yeah, I get that. Of, not in the sense of, you've been human and you may have done someone wrong, as may have lied to someone, or, a little white lie. I'm not talking about those kinds of things. I'm talking about, bigger karmic actions, and where, you may or may not have cared about how your actions have affected others in your journey to reach your means. Like a karmic, like a mini karmic judgment coming up. That's what I feel with that. But I hope that doesn't scare you. It's not meant to scare you. It's just, I definitely feel like, a sense of change, and a sense of those that were on top kind of getting a taste of the bottom, and those that were on the bottom and, kind of grinding are now getting a taste of the top. So I'm already at 8 minutes, so I'm so sorry, y'all. Let me just kind of speed this up a little bit. So ways to deal with, all of that change, all of that, transformational energy is Ace of Coins, Two of Cups, oh, I'm so sorry, and the Empress. So start here with Ace of Coins and the Two of Cups. With these together, it definitely gives me a sense of grounding this new sense of self and these new feelings that you have. This Two of Cups, like, I imagine it as that bottom cup being us currently, and the top cup being kind of like our higher self, and our higher self being poured into the bottom cup. Our higher self coming through and coming and merging, the dark parts of ourselves. And when we say dark, even though, these terms are very much, they're not objective. They're very much subjective. So things that are dark are really just shadow aspects of ourselves, parts of ourselves that we bury, parts of ourselves that we ignore, parts of ourselves, that we're not always aware of. So it's not always, a bad thing when we talk about the dark parts of ourselves. So when we're speaking in that, in those dark parts of ourselves, in terms of turning it into a positive, those shadow aspects of yourself, those parts of yourself that you kind of denied and did not accept, those parts of yourself you're now recognizing as true powers, as true resources. They are resources. And not just that, but just, just a full, I just really feel integration of the higher self and grounding it with the Ace of Coins. Bringing that energy and grounding it, grounding it into the Empress. I see it almost as like a metamorphosis of the Queen of Wands, where the Queen of Wands, she knows what she wants, and she has the fire and the creative energy behind her and within her. And this transformation, you're gonna birth, a quote-unquote baby of sorts, whether it's, an actual baby, or whether it's, a new passion, a new purpose, a new you, maybe. Whatever it is. Something new is being born. A new you is being born. Yeah. Like, I really like this. I hope that resonated with y'all. This did go a little bit longer than usual. I kind of was rambling, but I'm getting a little bit better at just talking and letting the words kind of flow. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed that. I hope it resonated with you. Please feel free to check me on Instagram at Gladiator and Sweats. Subscribe and like if you would like to. And I hope you guys all have a blessed and amazing Thursday. And I'll talk to you guys again. Bye.